I'm on the way to the airport to take my first flight in a lie flat seat today with American Airlines from Miami to John F. Kennedy. About a year ago, was flying on a 767. I had an opportunity to upgrade to domestic first class, and I declined it, and I was pretty disappointed when I got on board the plane and saw that it could have been a flight in a lie flat business class seat. Put me on a mission to look for this plane flying domestically again. Looking into it further, American does indeed plan on flying these older 767s here domestically during downtimes between flights. Today we're going to try out domestic first class service, which is going to include dinner. It's an evening flight, so I plan to put the bed out and give it a try. I don't think I'll get to sleep. I'm going to see what this lie flat business is all about. I'll check in with you here when we get to the airport, and we can talk about this some more. The summer weather is striking me again. Got another flight delay here. Gonna head to the Centurion Lounge. Considering the evening's weather delays, the lounge was not overly full. I had the best meal I've had yet in the American Express Centurion Lounge, or any lounge to date. I was then able to grab a seat by the window, settle in, enjoy a cocktail, and watch some planes go by while I waited for my flight delay. Overall, I captured a lot of footage of planes, and I think I'll put up another video just of some of the cool spots that I saw coming in for landing while I was waiting. I got to look up my plane coming in online and took some footage of it landing just before I got up to head to the gate. Just spent a few hours there in the Centurion Lounge. Had a great time watching the planes come in. Not at all a bad place to spend a few hours on a layover or a delay. Almost worth getting delayed just to get to spend some time in there. Well, almost. We enter a business class in a 1-2-1 configuration with alternating seats by the window that are either closer to the window or the aisle. Center seats also alternate, although there's no discernible advantage to one configuration versus the other. I selected 6A, one of the seats closest to the windows and in the center of the cabin. Time to start taking a look around the seat. Immediately, you'll notice a tray table that swings down where you would expect to find a screen. On long-haul flights, a tablet preloaded with entertainment is provided. On these domestic flights, it is strictly bring your own device, and there is a convenient universal power port just to keep those charged. The armrest contains your seat controls, as well as controls for the radio system and lights. Being a domestic flight, just simple earbuds and a basic blanket were provided. An additional storage pocket and second universal power port are located above the armrest. A built-in shoe compartment is located next to the footwell. In addition to the new seats, this 767 had been updated with the swing-up style luggage bins. I had a little trouble with the tray table until I realized there was a specific button to release it. A pre-departure choice of water or orange juice was offered upon boarding, and we settled in to get in the air. Experiencing a lie flat seat for the first time, the legroom is amazing. Seat controls include options to adjust the backrest, leg rest, as well as dedicated modes for sitting, lounging, and full bed. And this being new to me, doing more than just pressing one button and moving a backrest is impressive. This isn't fancy. I don't know if I'm ready.
Welcome aboard American Airlines, flight number 1142, JFK.
So like I said, this is my first lie flat bed seat, and I can tell you so far very comfortable. If you're watching a bunch of videos on do Emirates or Qatar or Lufthansa and you haven't done anything like this yet, let me tell you, if you can find one of these American 767s and get an affordable flight on one, this was really great. It's a whole different level than domestic first class flights normally. Just give you an idea, if you think this is going to be worth it for you to pursue international. My initial impression just sitting in the seat here 20 minutes at the gate is that I can understand how this is a totally different experience. So come along with me on the flight, we'll show you more. Now we take off and ascend out over the lights of Miami. Once in the air, I attempted to use the Wi-Fi service. However, I couldn't get the system to do anything. Just fine for me actually, since I was still excited about the seat and the service to come, starting with hot towel, provided promptly after takeoff. Next, our drink selection was presented in real glasses along with warm nuts. This is the same first class service you'll receive on a regular narrow body aircraft. However, it is nice to have a lot more space to spread out and enjoy it. While the 767 was Boeing's first wide-body twin-jet aircraft, and they've been in the sky for quite some time, I still think having a chance to fly a wide-body in a domestic flight really feels very nice. Open, spacious. Wide-body aircraft were once a mainstay between major cities, but have become less common today. I had the chance to pre-select my meal option starting at 30 days ahead on AA.com and did so, selecting the grilled beef short rib with twice baked potato, which was served alongside a small Greek salad and choice of warm roll. The beef was actually quite tender and well cooked. The salad was also refreshing, however the baked potato was a bit boring and needed some additional seasoning. But who doesn't love a pretzel roll? Service on this flight was excellent, with 4 dedicated attendants for first class, coming through frequently to collect unneeded items, offer refills, and check on us. Here you can see how well the beef was cooked. I could almost get it apart with my fork. I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't at this point after 10 o'clock at night, as short rib is a heavier cut of beef, and if I hadn't eaten dinner in the lounge. Meal service was finished off with a warm cookie, and then it was time to play with the seat settings some more. An adjustable headrest provides neck support when in lounge mode for added comfort. Getting the seat into lie flat position was as easy as the press of a button and waiting about 20 seconds. Once laid down, I quite liked the design of this seat. I've seen other seat designs where you have limited foot room and really forces you only to one position. In this seat, I could see you could easily sleep on your back or either side with plenty of foot space in the wide footrail. Because this seat has the wide armrest between the aisle, you really feel private once you lay down and can't see anything out of your fellow passengers. Things certainly would not feel as private if you were in one of the aisle-sided seats with the armrest towards the window. I lay down for a solid 30 minutes and then decided to sit up and lounge for a little bit as we approached the northeastern United States. We went through quite a rainstorm, and then it was time to prepare for landing. After a quick cabin check, the lights were turned back off and we could enjoy the New York State scenery as we came in for a landing at John F. Kennedy Airport. I don't know that I've ever not wanted a domestic flight to end before, but this sure came close. So I didn't get to film this when I got off the plane there a couple nights ago, but I'm going to check in now with you before my return. That was an excellent experience. I could definitely see what live hat flying is about now. If you're watching these kind of reviews online of fancy flights and you aren't sure if it's worth the expense or if you're going to go sign up for a bunch of credit cards to get these points to take one of these flights, this is a good way to try it out. That flight, the charge to go from economy to that seat was less than $200, so it wasn't a huge ordeal to decide to do that. That is one small tip I have for you. When you are looking to book a flight with a carrier that offers multiple classes, make sure you try to do the same booking through the airline website, because sometimes you'll find out that you can upgrade one leg of your flight pretty affordably. It was an excellent time. I look forward to giving live hat flying a shot on a real long distance flight soon. All right. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and be prepared for more great content in the future.